Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor, glory, eminent praise, and worship to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to our apostle, elder, bishop, great millstone, who rule well. Bishops, a great millstone, who rule well. Peace, sight, taste of the hopeful leg. It's your brother Chadash, representing GMS branch here in Cleveland. Lord willing to bring out an edifying lesson, quick and edifying transit through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And as you can see on the title, the Spirit gave me was inspired by this headline here. Iran says point of no return, and that's right. That's actually facts. Okay, it's crazy, the irony, because let's read the top of part of that. It says live updates. This live. Trump says ceasefire still in effect as Iran calls Strait of Hormuz attacks point of no return. So how is a ceasefire still in effect? A ceasefire is when things come to a halt. But you got to understand, they're speaking facts, because this is actually what the prophecy. Entails, man. Point of no return. Okay. Let's go. Let's get one real quick. Let's get This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. So this is the future. A great shaking is coming to the earth. And right now it has to start small. It's a build-up. That's why there is no point of return, because the Lord promised that he would destroy the head of the snake. And the head of the snake in this case will have to be who? Who's the face? Esau, Edom's the face. But what is he has as his face? His corporation. America's a corporation. It's a business. It's an occupation, right? And this is the face of the face. This is his headquarters. Okay, this is where those tiny caps, all right, operate their business. All right, and out of this business, it influenced the whole world. Trade, commerce, economics, right, politically, all is branched out of America, Babylon. That's why it has, in the Bible, America has so many names and so many titles. Spiritually, it's called many things because it's the center of the world. So you can understand at the moment where Jerusalem is really the center of the world, but America is the center of the world. Because it dictates the mind of the other world. Hence, in the future, we're going to dictate the mind in the world. But America does that right now. All right? They dictate the mind of the world. All right? It's called Babylon. It's called Egypt. It's called Sodom and Gomorrah. It's called Syria, the land of the north. Sodom and Gomorrah. All these different countries in which I named had influences on the people, on their mind, the culture, everything, religion. And that's what America does. So America is the face. So the Lord promised that he would destroy the face. All right. He said he would cut the head. He would smite the head of the wicked. All right. In fact, let's get that real quick. It's in Sirach. Head. I think heathen. Sirach 36:10. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none but we. So this is the time of shaking, because why? The Lord is getting ready to smite the head of the heathen that say there is none but they. Okay, so going back to 2nd Ezra 16, that's why there's no point of return, because the prophecy have to be fulfilled. It says 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. Who's his right hand? Who's Yahweh's right hand? Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is the one that's coming to make war. He's coming to judge in righteousness and to make war with the beast. It tell you that they're gonna fight Yahweh Shai. This is Revelations 18. And no, 19. It says, hold on, bear with me, I'm in transit, so you're driving crazy. It says, all right, this is Revelation 19, and let's go to let me read 11 first. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. Who's he that sat upon him? Yahweh Shai, right? He's coming with with pureness and potency of Yahweh. That's the faithful and true part, okay? Because he's coming in to judge the earth in righteousness. All right, and he's coming with pure power. That's what them horses represent: power, horsepower, and purity. And in righteousness, he doeth and judge and make war. So he's coming in righteousness. Esau's contrary to righteousness. All right. So therefore, they're gonna fight Yahweh Shai. And then when you keep reading, it says, hold on, I'm gonna get to the point. It says, 19, and I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. You see, the nations are going to turn and fight Yahweh Shai when they see him coming. That's what it says in 2nd Ezra 13. It says the same thing. You see? It says the same thing. Where they're going to put away their differences while they're at war and turn them and fight the Lord. Okay, so he's showing you that this has to be fulfilled. This is what we're reading in here in 2nd Ezra 16. That's why this title says that point of no return. It is no point of return. They're speaking facts. Hey, scriptures say when they say peace and safety, then comes sudden destruction. All right, the scriptures say believe him not, man. See, he's a wizard, man. He's a grand wizard, the top wizard of the earth. And he will bedazzle you with his smooth words, but war is in his heart. He don't know nothing but war. This is how he conquered his empire. Tell you that in 1 Maccabees, all right, the first chapter dealing with Alexander the Greek, all right, that it said that he conquered this. He established his kingdom in 12 years, right? And it said the earth was quiet before him, right? Because he put everybody to flight. All right, he took heads, man, in 12 years, and nobody was coming up against him. And it also said evils multiplied on the earth. And you see, so he and it said he's the hammer of the whole earth. When you go to the book of Jeremiah, so he's the hammer. So this is all he know is war, man. Okay, so that's why what Iran said right here. Even though Trump is saying ceasefire, which is, you know, a halting of war, a pause to war, they like, nigga, it's point of no return. It's point of no return, because every time we try to come to an agreement, you bombed us, man. Why? Because that's all you know. You're not satisfied. You're only satisfied with blood. You're the man of blood. You're the vampire of the earth. That's why the sun is going to rise and it's going to burn you. Don't the sun, the physical sun, burn up vampires? Well, that's what's coming to the earth. The sun is getting ready to burn up these vampires. The sun, S-O-N instead of S-U-N. All right, these blood-sucking vampires known as Esau, Edom, right? They're the men of blood. They're getting ready to be burned when the day rises. Okay, so let's continue. 2 Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. So that's why we went to Revelation 19. Yahushua is the right hand of the Lord. His arrow that he shooteth are sharp. Right? And who's controlling these? That's why it's no point in return, because the Lord is guiding the minds of the nations. All the nations have what? Nuclear capability now. And the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong. So now you no longer have the bully being bullied by the bully. Okay, you have them standing up to the bully. You see what I'm saying? Iran is the small guy, and they're actually men of war as well, but right now they're small, and they're remembering their nature, like the scripture says in the book of 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. A wild boar, and they're being stirred up, but they don't have enough power, because it's not meant for them to have enough power to overtake America. It's meant for the guard upon them to have influence and reason to protect them, which is Russia. And Russia has allies. Russia has China. Russia has India. These are big ass nations, man. And Iran, I think it's South Korea. They have a lot of allies too, man. African countries. That's why there's no point of return, man. Then one of the headlines say, Putin is what did it say? It says he's damn, I forgot how it was worded. I don't want to get it, but for the second time, but he's doing something with nuclear weapons, man. Like he's conjuring up nuclear weapons because of what's going on in Iran, man. You see? Shalom, Akim, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it says, let's continue. 2 Ezra 16. And so they're speaking facts, man. They're speaking facts because that's the prophecy. The prophecy is what we're reading. The Lord, the bow, the arrows, is nuclear weapons. That's what the future holds for Babylon the Great. But it says, for his strong is his right hand, so it's coming with pure power. That bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. And right, the angels are holding back the four winds on earth until the servants of the Lord be sealed. You see? They have the go-ahead from the Lord, all right, in due time. And they're holding that destroying wind back. It says the arrows that he shooteth are sharp. That's the nuclear weapons. And shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So what we're witnessing the build-up, all right, to the arrow being shot. Don't you? When you shoot in the bow and the arrow, you have to build up the momentum of the arrow to be shot. That's why it's saying strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. When you're dealing with a bow and arrow, it has to bend. It don't break. But it has the string to the arrow has to bend. And when it bends, it comes to a point, you bring it all the way back to your to the side of your face, right? You like by your ear, you bring the string all the way back, and then you release, and it shoots. And that's what we're getting ready to witness here. That's why Iran is speaking facts. The Lord got the spirit on them to speak facts. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the prophecy. The prophecy will come to pass. You see? It's a build-up. Look, I'm going to show you it's a build-up. I'm come back to that. This is 2 Ezra 4:37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he do not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Right? You think about cooking. When you don't start stirring the pot until other ingredients and spices and stuff is added, or water come to a boil, etc. You gotta wait. It's a build up, and then you stir the pot. So the Lord is getting ready to stir the pot. That's what we're reading here in 2 Ezra 16. A great shaking. That's one of the verses that we read first. All right. in the 12th verse, a quaking. Lord, the script, I think it's in Haggai, Malachi, it's in one of the books in the Old Testament about the Lord shaking the earth to the point that it looked like he mad at the sea. This is what's coming. This is why Iran is speaking straight facts here, man. Even though Trump says ceasefire, there is no point of return, man, because the Lord said so. You see? For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrow that he shooteth are sharp. All right? Because it's going to pierce asunder. It's going to pierce the atmosphere. It's going to pierce the ground, man. It says, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. What's the end of the world? America. Okay, America's the end of the world, because that's what they called it. They called it the end of the world. They called it the new world. Okay, America, man, because it was the other side of the world, the Western Hemisphere. It says, "Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." See, they're speaking straight facts. There's no point of return, bro. Man, shut up, dude. Look, it says President Trump said despite the escalating hostilities, the U.S.-Iran ceasefire is still in effect, but he warned the U.S. would knock them out a lot harder and a lot more violently if Tehran doesn't accept the peace deal. Man, shut up. Shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? They not going to accept it. You know why? Look, let me say this. Even if it come to a small halt, it doesn't stop the prophecy. It's still facts in what they're saying. There's no point of return. Like we always say, you think these countries forgot about how you bombed them, man? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man. Huh? You think the Lord forgot about what you did to his people? You think, bro? The Lord said he will not meet thee as a man. Vengeance is in his heart. Why is vengeance in his heart? Because what you did to his people. That's what the scriptures say, man. So there's literally no point of return. The plagues are sent and shall not return again. We just read that, man. Until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Even if it come to a small heart. You know why? If it will come to a small heart? To implement the MOTB. That's the order out of chaos. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. You see, it's not going to return, man. There's literally no point of return. You feel me? Because they attacked. Yeah, there you go. Iran says, this is what I was looking for. Iran says U.S. crossed the point of no return with attacks on ports. Because like I said, that's all Esau knows. He lived by the sword. He's going to die by the sword. All he knows is how to use his sword to get his point across. It don't make sense for him to come with paperwork and peace deal. That would never work because he don't know how to operate besides operating in blood. And from blood, he draw blood from his sword. That's all he knows, fam. So don't believe this man. That's all he knows, man. So literally, they're speaking facts. Why? Because the prophecy says so. There's literally no point of return, even if it come to a small halt to implement the next phase of this movie, which is the MOTB, the whole world being chipped, majority of the world, not the elect, right? And this is what we're waiting for, the height of Jacob's trouble. So Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying. I like to give all honor and glory for the praise and worship to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostle, Elder Bishop, Great Millstone, we will. Peace, citation, hope for like. Till next time, keep faith, keep hope, keep faith, keep hope alive. We almost out of here. A Bible.